Coming up on the show, Americans don't party enough.
And you can't make this up. Alex thinks I'm a Chinese spy. Grok thinks it's Hitler.
Also naked bowling.
Welcome to Diggnation.
Also potentially hazardous to your health.
All right, moving on. Why do you have flies in your freaking house? I noticed this earlier.
It's Southern California and I have fruit.
You put zombie and you put eerie in the title, and I don't want to do it. Diggnation.com.
Hello, friends and family. Welcome to Diggnation episode number 17. I'm Kevin Rose.
And I'm Alex Albrecht. Diggnation covers some of the hottest user-submitted stories on the social news website, dig.com, D-I-G-G.com.
Beta.dig.com.
Beta.dig.com.
Closed off.
It's all happening. It's all happening. I'm actually very excited because
You have wine? I don't.
I have wine and Kevin does not. He was smelling it before, which is great. But
Tell him what I almost did.
he almost chugged it accidentally. He was enjoying his breathe
As I was going back
as he was
and
tipping
going
it,
back.
and I was like, he's about to drink this
Dude,
whole
I
bottle of
almost
wine.
snorted the whole bottle of wine.
That would have been amazing.
Yeah.
But we are super excited because a couple episodes ago, we had Z-Biotic on as a sponsor, and I had a pre-alcohol shot.
How'd that work?
Before we started the show. And I will tell you, it worked like a charm. I woke up
I mean, you look glistening.
snippity bippities, as they say, and nobody says that. So I'm going to do this again, and of course we decided, hey, we're here. What if we bring Justin, the CEO of Dig.com, in to do one as well, because he is also joining us for drinking. So, sir, cheers
Hold on.
to the
doing
best
it. You think
pre-alcohol
you're gonna
probiotic ever created. So, well, let me drink it.
Here we go. Tossing it down.
I mean, it's not like it's that hard. You guys act like this is. It actually tastes fine.
It tastes great.
It's amazing.
It actually tastes like lemon water.
I
It's
actually
really good.
switched it around in my mouth
So
ahead
great.
of time just to let it kind of soak the inside before I took it down.
Yeah.
So-
let's make a soap. I mean, people don't know. You can just.
Yeah, a little
Z-Biotic soap.
little
prior to
Z-Biotic soak.
drinking, you know?
So Z-Biotics is the world's first genetically engineered probiotic. It was invented by a PhD student to curb that morning after feeling. When you drink alcohol, alcohol gets converted into a toxic byproduct in the gut. This probiotic and by the way, it's the buildup of those toxic byproducts, not the dehydration that gets you foggy in the morning.
Which would make sense because I've had nights where I've drank a ton of water and then I still feel like shit.
100%.
Yeah.
And thankfully, that's exactly what Z-Biotics targets. The pre-alcohol produces an enzyme that breaks down the byproducts, which makes it great. Make sure that you get a Z-Biotic pre-alcohol before you begin your evenings. And a good way to get it is to go to zbiotics.com/dig and use the coupon code DIG, D-I-G-G, for 15% off your first order. It's also backed by a money-back guarantee, and now the moment Kevin's been waiting for.
That sweet
For
nectar.
82 days. 82 days?
82 days, baby.
82 days off the
82
sauce.
days off the sauce. I'm feeling good.
And by the way, thank you for
Sharp. Well,
to our
hydrated.
friend Will.
Yeah, thank you to Will.
Oh my God, because he's hooked up a lot of our viewers already. And if you do want to get on the, what is it, fans at
Diggnation@dig.com.
Diggnation@dig.com if you want to get on the allocation for this lovely hooch. Cheers, Justin.
Hey, cheers to you.
And cheers, Kevin, wherever your
my
giant
creatine water.
comically bottled.
I actually have Element today.
Oh, great. All right, we'll be talking about that in a little bit.
Are they sponsors?
Yeah, they are.
That's amazing.
Love Element.
All right.
Had some this morning after and during the gym. Bam. Booyah. Kevin, how are you, my friend?
I'm doing well.
It has been a long time.
Yeah, it's been a long
By
time.
that I mean 3 weeks.
3 weeks has gone by. I've been sober.
Yes.
I've been working on Nanoblocks, which are
Yes.
small little Legos.
So, okay, because I saw some of this stuff on your Insta, and I was like, he's just doing Legos. Why does he keep calling them Nanoblocks? Like,
Yeah,
just say, I'm making Legos, and it's fun.
If you shoot it on video, it appears as though, and I'll give you some footage for this, because when you look at them on video, you're like, oh, that's Lego.
Yeah, that's what I
Because
thought.
it looks like Lego.
Yeah.
But if you put like a quarter or some type of object next to it that you would know the relative size of it, you realize they're actually like 1/6 the size of an actual Lego. They're
So like
super
one of those
tiny.
little square things is like almost imperceptible.
It is literally like a pinhead for a little square thing. Like it's
How do
tiny.
you have
They
to
come
wear
with- they
like
give you
goggles?
tweezers. You could.
You
I
don't?
No, but
Damn your eyesight.
I still have good eyesight. But I did get the tweezers and the little
That's smart.
set because
Yeah.
you have to like assemble them and you're like this. I was thinking about doing a little live stream show.
Yeah.
Just like assemble, like, because and they're all Japanese themes. They have a Godzilla that I found on Amazon. This Godzilla right here, I'm gonna share out the
So
screen
it's
here.
like,
So it's 9.6 inches tall.
okay. So that's
Okay.
pretty big. I mean, that's like a Lego.
I mean, yeah, but look at this. So that thing has 3,650 pieces.
oh, gotcha.
Look at that little guy. And so, you see,
Oh
each
my
of those little
God.
points is like, it's the size of like a pinhead, basically. It's really tiny.
How do you?
And the instructions are horrible. They're all in Japanese mostly.
no.
No.
I was just
You're
about
not
to say, I
making
was
a
like,
great pitch
No.
to
Yeah,
build
yeah,
these
you're
things.
making this sound amazing.
That's why it's so awesome.
It's
because
a swallow hazard.
no, once you can, it's toxic plastic.
And a swallow hazard.
No, actually, what happens is the instructions are really difficult, but kind of once you figure them out, and I'm not even joking, once you figure out how they're trying to instruct you, then you get it from every step forward. So it took me about a half hour to be like, where are they saying I place this? And then you're like, oh, they're doing it. And then, oh, they're assuming that I was not dumb and automatically placed the other blocks without telling me to do, because it's for advanced users.
No, I like it because every time I'm doing Legos, I'm always like, I like this, but I wish they made this a puzzle.
Yes,
That's
what it is.
I don't, though.
With
I just-
Legos, it's
Oh,
like
that's
it's like
interesting.
take the big red piece, put it on the yellow piece, and
Yeah,
it's
I
like
feel like I'm just
you
making a barbecue. You know
Right.
what I mean? Like, I'm
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
great.
It's like
And then
I can
make
screw that.
steaks.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So this is hard. Yeah. So it's hard both physically because sometimes if we put them together, and be like, oh fuck, and like 10 pieces go in different directions.
Boy, I mean, you are
No, it's
really selling it.
cool. It's cool. No, it's so bad, it's good, if that makes sense. So when you're sober, you don't have a lot to do. And so
Yeah.
you basically have to find something fun
Your
like
fine
this.
motor skills are just outstanding
They're
at the moment.
insane
Yeah, I
right
love
now.
that.
Yeah.
Like I am like
And I do mega blocks while drunk, and it's just one of them. Yeah, I can't get it out of the goddamn thing.
your mega
What
block
the
is like,
hell?
that bathroom door won't open. Why is this not opening?
Why is this blocked by a mega block? I gotta drop a mega block.
We gotta do like a comparison where Kevin does a Nanoblocks next
Yeah.
to Alex doing a Duplo set.
Yeah,
and see
exactly.
who gets it done faster.
Amazing. I'd be like, click, done.
I need to use bathroom door won't open.
Yeah. Oh God, I love it.
Okay,
Well,
so-
I'm excited that you're into the Nanoblocks.
I might do a little live show with you. We should.
I think that's super fun, dude. Yeah, intro me to. I'll come over and you
Okay,
can show
do a
me
little mega block?
how to do a
That'd be
mega
fun,
block.
that'd be fun,
I mean, a
actually.
nanoblock.
block. You should invent mega. Hey, if anyone wants to make a nano block company, let us know.
I mean, isn't there a nanoblock
I would like to
company
buy
called
them.
Nanoblock?
Well, they're based in Japan, and they don't really get the U.S. market. And I'm like, why aren't they? Because the instructions are like hard to read. I'm like,
They haven't done like a NASCAR.
no.
Yeah.
But they've done a lot of Japanese shit, which is cool. I got
That's
a little
fun.
ramen the other day. So
Oh.
I'm making a little tiny ramen.
That's amazing.
What are you doing? You're sober.
I was just about to say,
Okay.
you really are stretching for things.
Yeah, exactly.
So good news to everybody who gives a shit, including just basically just me.
Mm-hmm.
My kitchen remodel is finally finished.
Finally, we can stop talking about this.
It is done.
Did you restock your Jack Daniels?
It's glorious. Oh, that flowed all the way through the process. How could I have gotten through it without my Jack Daniels? Although, speaking of good wine, we had this big wine fridge we've had for years and years and years.
It
and
broke.
So they moved it to the garage. And I was like, oh, this is great, because then it'll be out of the house, it's in the garage, because it was in the old kitchen.
Right.
And we were going to New York in February. Anyway, I walk into the
I
garage
don't think any of those were right, by the way.
to get
And I was
ready
born
to
February.
leave.
Yeah.
And I look, and the wine fridge says 71 degrees.
Ah.
And I go,
You're lucky you caught
oh
that,
no,
actually.
fuck yeah, I
LA
am.
heat with that
And I was
wine.
leaving for New York for
Right,
5 days.
Right, yeah.
So thankfully, I had built that garage. I'd sort of like semi-finished it for the Totally Rad show.
Yeah.
So it had AC built into the wall.
you
So I
just
just
turned the AC
turned the AC on and left for 5 days.
Okay.
Came back, 62 degrees in the wine fridge.
That works.
Like, hey man, I'll take it.
yeah.
But then I was like, I gotta move this into the house. So I move it in the house. We take all the wine out, put it into the house. I lower the AC of the entire house. This was not ideal. And then I
turned your whole house into a wine
turned my
cellar.
whole house into a wine cellar. We put it in the guest bedroom, which is the coldest, darkest room in the house. And then I turned it back on, and it never came back. It basically was just broken from then on out.
Yeah.
So I got a wine cellar for the garage. It's got like
Which one did you go with?
it was Costco.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah.
Because
So 300
They're really not that
bottle-
expensive anymore. They
mean,
used to be
there's-
really expensive.
They're not cheap. I think it was like $2,000. But
Oh,
if you
really?
Think about, yeah, but
so
it's,
you went with like a legit one.
yeah, if you go Costco garage
So you didn't look at the wine enthusiast because they have some good stuff.
It is a wine enthusiast.
Oh,
It's just
okay.
the garage one, so it has a solid door. It's this one.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah.
Well, that's a big full height. It's like a server rack.
Yeah, it's big.
Yeah, that's awesome.
But again, it's for just the stuff that we have. We have like wine that we got like 5 years ago that I'm
Yeah.
like, I'm never gonna open this wine. And then it's a little bit like, I should just be drinking this wine. Anyway, all of that to say, backing it up, the kitchen remodel has completely changed the house.
in terms
My
of what?
folks, the
any pictures?
whole.
I feel like
I
you're
do have
talking
pictures.
a lot of shit
I do
about
have pictures. Well, here, let me show you. I only have them on my phone.
We've come a long way from Edward's 40 hands to
Yeah, I know.
to wine
We used to talk about
refrigerators.
Edward 40
I
hands,
know.
and now it's like, you should check out my kitchen. The tile's so
I know
pretty.
the tile's really great. All right, here.
Is it chipped yet?
There's one chip, but
There
let's
is
not
a
talk
chip.
about it. No, let's not talk about it. Let's
Told
talk
you.
about it. So this is the new layout of the. But look,
That's
it's
nice.
starting to peak.
Oh, a little island.
Boom.
Oh yeah, so much.
That was
better.
a fucking wall.
Yeah, that's great.
And then that's into the theater room, and then yeah.
Can't see.
I know. We're gonna give it to you, and you can lay them in.
He doesn't want to edit.
make me edit.
He doesn't want to edit.
You just it's lay-in. It's just a lay-in because I don't have them on my computer. Anyway, but my folks came and spent a couple nights, and it was just so open and different. Like you can be in the kitchen and you're still part of the conversation that's going on in the living room.
Yeah,
like,
it's awesome.
And by the way, the Unify Play amps,
Oh, the good.
fantastic.
Really?
Oh, just AirPlay from your phone. So
Okay.
nice, dude.
So I just got a new an amp as well.
Oh.
It's not really an amp. So let me just show it to you real quick. Let's see here. I don't
God, that's
have to
good,
edit.
Hooch. I hate to say it. It's just so good.
I logged in with Daria's account. No.
Oh God, don't look at what she's bought.
Would you like to lose YouTube? No, browser. Okay, I'm not gonna be able to show you. But anyway, I can give you the picture afterwards, Mal.
Okay.
So you can edit it in.
What is it? What is it called?
Basically, the thing that I wanted to do is I wanted to get a streaming device that would do. So anytime you send Bluetooth to your phone or to your stereo,
Okay.
it's always going to compress it in some capacity. So it uses
Okay.
AAC. There's like 5 different codecs that are out there for sending audio over Bluetooth to a stereo.
And is that the same with like AirPlay 2?
Yes, so they're all
compress something.
lossy. They're all not
Got it.
lossless.
Yeah,
So-
yeah.
So if you want really awesome, like high fidelity, basically audio,
Yeah.
you have to find one that essentially it doesn't stream it from your phone, but it actually ties into the internet directly and downloads the files directly from a streaming provider that's lossless. So check this out. So this is
Okay.
the Wiim Ultimate Music Streamer.
Okay.
It's expensive, it's $300, but you can connect in with pretty much all the services that are out there, like Amazon Music. Now, Amazon Music, you may say like why, but they do lossless stuff.
Yeah.
You can do Spotify, you can do all of Tidal lossless, and then you go in the back of this, they have full on like anything out that you want. So you can do, standard kind of phono out, you can do infrared out, you can do HDMI out, so all of the different outputs into a stereo. So if you really want high fidelity lossless going into your stereo, and it comes with an app. So on your phone, you have the app, and you hit play on a song. Now, rather than stream it from your phone to this deck, the deck just fetches it from the internet in complete lossless form.
Do they have one that's not a preamp?
Yes, they do.
Because that would be perfect. Because there's physical inputs on the back of the Unified Play amps.
Right.
So I could get one of those and then use the app to set the music, and then the amps are playing what's coming
This
out of
isn't
the...
an amp.
No, I know, but I'm saying I have an amp.
Right.
I have
so
two
I
amps.
just go straight in my amp from here.
But it is also an amp, right? Because it's got speaker jacks.
Yeah, but but you can just go in like whatever you want, infrared or anything you want from here. I don't think it has an amp. Are you sure it has an amp?
I mean, it said preamp, and it's got speaker
then
outputs.
it's a preamp.
So it's not an amp, it's a preamp.
I think
This
we're
is
mixing
sexy.
up terms of preamp and amp. Most people have active speakers these days, so it doesn't need
Right,
an
they're
amp.
powered speakers.
But I think we're all probably
So basically what I'm thinking is, can I get that and then plug that into
Yes.
my play amps in the thing, and then instead of air playing to the play amps,
Yes.
I would use this
100%.
app to then
Yes.
And it would do the fancy thing that you're talking about
Lossless,
with
yeah.
the la la la.
Well, with a preamp, technically it's before the amp because it's pre.
Oh, so that actually might be even better.
Like a turntable. When you hook up a turntable,
And it's
to
called
get
that
it to
because
play
it goes
on most
around.
speaker systems, you need a preamp.
Right.
Or microphones too. Anything that has like a low level signal, you need to pre-amplify it before it gets to your system.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're good. Just get
Can
one of
you
these.
tell the difference?
No.
I was asking you.
Let's be clear. I can't tell.
Yeah, I
the damn
can't.
thing.
I can't.
Yeah, that's right. It's a waste of
I
money.
added a preamp to my vinyl setup, and
Yeah.
I was like, it just kind of sounds
Well,
like a vinyl.
I will say, the amp I have for my vinyl setup, I can tell the difference.
Well, sure, yeah.
But it's a tube amp, so it's got a bunch of tubes, and it certainly warms it up. Just gives it a kind of like a nice little
Tubular.
soft, velvety little wine.
Well, because one of the things I'm realizing is that periodically, if you don't do the order of operations right, it'll start to lose the
I know what you're
connection.
saying. You're thinking you're going to amplify it, then send it into another amp to amplifies it again, and you have
feels-
some it's weird.
Right.
Yeah.
But what I'm thinking now is that it's more about not streaming over Bluetooth, because this would be physically connected to the play amps.
right.
So that might be.
We're gonna have some audio files in the comments.
Yeah. Hey,
for sure.
let us know.
Please explain
Hey,
signal.
I
channels.
have two unified play amps sitting on top of each other, powering my kitchen and the living room. Will a Wiim, W-I-M, what's it called?
The Ultra.
Wiim Ultra.
WIIM Ultra.
Will a Wiim Ultra be good?
I mean, you can literally
I'll see you
ask
in the
ChatGPT and find out.
Hey, I'm going to ask the audience GPT
user
this.
GPT.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Diggnation fan GPT.
Anyway, it's an awesome device. I'm loving it.
I love it. Cool. So the kitchen's done. Very excited. We've not heard from the. I lost
Pesticide
it.
guy.
I lost it. But I will say, if you guys are interested in swag, we have finally launched swag.dig.com.
Is that really the URL?
Yeah, swag,
Amazing.
baby. Swag.dig.com. 3 G's. One in
Fantastic.
swag and one. Actually, it should have been swag with 2 G's. We should
You
have the
can do that.
URL.
You can't do that.
And look
It
at it.
already
Really?
works, yeah.
Oh, I gotta do it.
On 2 Gs. Boom. There it is.
Oh, so smart,
Forwards.
people. So smart. So if you want any Dig swag or Diggnation swag, feel free to head over there. I don't think, do we put the bobbleheads up, or are those like limited for
No.
live shows?
No, you know what's? Did you
call
hear
them
about
limited for
you hear
live
about the dark mode?
Oh, yes.
It's sold out now.
Oh, my
So
God.
we had all these users that were complaining about we hadn't implemented dark mode yet.
No, suggesting.
And suggesting.
Suggesting.
Which is fair,
Yeah.
because everyone loves a good dark mode, especially when you're browsing at night. Certainly, I hate light mode. But what we did is we gave them free sunglasses.
So great.
It's just awesome. It says dig on the side of it, dark mode on the side.
Jesus,
So
that's
those
great.
were sold out. How many did you get made? How many were made now?
We had almost 200 made.
So made,
200
yeah.
made.
Wow. Kind of fun.
200 sold out in a day.
Yeah.
That limited edition swag is the place.
It was within a couple minutes too, because it was like we came out with dark mode for the mobile apps, and the moment you clicked the switcher to go into dark mode, it launched the shop from there for you to claim a pair of those sunglasses.
Oh, that's
It was
so
kind of amazing.
smart.
Because
That's
people
so
started turning on dark
smart.
mode and they were like, well, I hate you guys. Because
They're like, "What, you get free glasses?"
Well, that was the running joke at first.
Yeah.
Before we thought we could get dark mode out as aggressively as we did, props to the dev team, we were like, for a little bit, we should just get some sunglasses and be like, hey, you want some dark mode? Just put these on. And that was the running joke.
funny.
But it just so turns out that our devs are so damn good that they just got it done. And now we had it at the same time. So we're like,
Amazing.
may as well just put it out there.
It just goes to show you how fast we're running right now.
Yeah.
Because in theory, anybody that's listening to this developer is like, oh, they should just use Tailwind and made dark mode by default and it would have just worked. Yes, and we did, but we were just like, dude, there's so many things.
Yeah.
They're all trying to come together at the same time.
Yeah.
It's just like, you have
it's
to,
great.
you have to, every once in a while we just like, we'll forget something. And that's.
Well, it was also just, being a little picky about like when we set up that whole system, it has to feel right.
Yeah.
And so it's like there's the automated process of just being able to flip between the two.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of QA that goes into it of just making sure, is this working in every context? Is this working in every interaction that we have? And so like making sure that it actually feels good is a big part of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you guys just launched the desktop beta, right?
We just got the desktop.
Yes.
Yeah. Which is big.
Beta.dig.com, right?
That's what it is, beta.dig.com. It is closed beta at this point, so you would
course.
only be in it if you're a groundbreaker right now. But yeah, it's out there right now for the whole world to see, which is very exciting. Some extra pixels in there, some real estate outside of just the mobile apps. And it's been great because now we've moved completely off the circle. We're like, all the feedback, all the conversations, put it in Dig, which is amazing.
Yeah.
And we're going to use some of the, all the stories or most of the stories we're going to pull today are from dig.com, and I will be showing you some of the links from that I did, because I did all my research today, last couple days on the Dig beta. So super fun.
It's
Looks
really
super
cool to see it getting there. You guys have done a killer job, and it's all coming together. It's a work in progress.
It is.
There are warts that you and I see that Justin and I talked about where we're like, oh, we gotta like that dig button, we gotta fix some of the stuff there. And we're gonna work on it.
That's good.
It is good. It's good because you don't.
It's always easier to rewrite than write, man. It's always easier to rewrite than write.
Well, to be fair, for anybody who used the iOS app like day one to like now, it's like night and day. The pace and the level of improvements, like how different it feels, how much snappier it is, like honestly, just the little design details in there.
Yeah.
And so, desktop we knew was going to be very similar. Like it's like, we're going to bring people over. It's going to continue to change. And so what we have just tried to do is just keep a very open dialogue with the community about like, here's what you can expect. Here are the changes that have come through. We finally got dark mode into the apps, but then we were like, and everybody was so excited because they're like, finally, I can stop seeing requests for dark mode. We're like, well, in a week, you're going to see it again. Because we did not launch a dark mode on desktop because there's still some things to iron out, make sure it's working, as consistently as we need it to. But like, it's iterative. It really is. And everybody who's in it right now, you guys are bumping around in a beta. And that's what's really exciting about it, is doing it with the community.
I got to say, it is such a trip to be sitting there and loading up something. And then you see, like when we launched dark mode, it was like stories with like hundreds of comments and like 1,000 digs or something. It was it was like, wow.
People are here.
It is, it's happening again.
Yeah.
And it's just a trip to see it working.
So crazy,
it's fun. But this is the early days. We have so many cool things we want to build there on the docket. We just haven't got around to it yet. So baby steps, we'll get there.
Yeah.
Well, and where we're at right now is like to stand up the platform, get it stable. And it's like, I think we do. We have a very, a pretty stable platform at the moment, which is amazing. And so this is now taking us into...
knock on wood.
That's true. That's true. People are looking for ways, and it's a part of it. But it's like now to get into the stage where we can start thinking about, okay, what are those really unique differentiators? We've got, a whiteboard just full of all these sticky notes that are just like, we're moving along, like, all right, this one's getting closer, this one's closer here, and we're going to start teasing this thing. So now that we're getting into that innovation stage, it's just like, this is the kind of stuff that Kevin and I live for, that we like call each other at like 10 p.m. And it's like, wait a second, hold on, blow this thing up. What about this? And that's the stage we're in now. And it's like, it's getting good.
Yeah, it feels really good to finally be hitting that moment where even today I was like doing some queries on our graph database, and I'm like, ooh, what if I slice the data like this? And like I'd never done that till today. And I was like, ooh, this is cool. We have live data in here. So we can start thinking about ways to present it, ways to highlight certain pieces. Like there's just so much to discover and play with here. So
well, if you guys are in the beta right now and you are a part of Groundbreakers, thank you for being there. It's been amazing to have you in. If you are not a part of Groundbreakers, but you are watching this and you're listening, do not worry. We do have invites coming out to those members that are Groundbreakers. They're going to have a few to be able to give out in the coming weeks. And so, nestle up, get to know them. It's a good time to do that.
Yeah.
Love it. Well, thank you, Justin. Appreciate that update. Oh my God, this is so good. Kevin, shall we top up my hooch? I was going to say our hooch. Top up my hooch as the wino of the episode. And let's get into the first story, shall we?
Let's do it. First story of the day is Bitcoin hits an all-time high, $122,000 plus. It's got a little bit higher than that. On July 14th, up 30% since January 2025, after more than doubling in 2024, either hit $3,000 plus, and altcoins also up.
Crow. I mean, fuck, I feel like we've been talking about Bitcoin for literally 2 decades at this point.
Been a while.
You know what I mean? But man, it's really cool to see it sustain. It's always hard because there are always those moments, and even I, as someone who's been sort of a proponent of it, even I have had those times where like it drops so far that you're just like, I mean, I don't think it's going to go away, but it could go away.
Not anymore.
But at this point, I'm just
The
like,
only thing I can think of would be some type of newly discovered attack vector that we haven't thought of, either on the quantum computing side around the encryption of it all.
or like the AI side,
Or-
like figuring out how to like.
I don't know. It's just like, it's so, I just can't imagine a world where digital assets don't exist at this point.
Yeah.
Like it's
Did you see that thing?
Genie's out of the bottle.
Did you see that the
government thing?
No. The story that a Satoshi era wallet
was moved.
opened up and
But
moved.
era, not from Satoshi. So it was-
No, of course not. But it was just like, but that means somebody was like sitting on,
I
what was it, like
know.
$6.4 billion worth of Bitcoin or some crap?
See, that's the weird thing to me that I just
Think about how much Bitcoin has been fucking lost. Think about that poor dude whose hard drive we threw away a hard drive and it had like $100 million worth of Bitcoin.
Well, now
on
it's
it.
like.
Exactly.
Well, here's what.
That guy was like petitioning the city to get access
to get the hard drive out of the
They were like, no, you
landfill.
can't go through the landfill.
So listen to this. So
2.4 billion moved.
yeah,
2.4 billion moved.
this is a little concerning to me. So you have a wallet that since Satoshi era, that means like in the very beginning of Bitcoin,
Yeah.
was sitting on, and the person or persons knew that they had 2.4 billion in Bitcoin. Okay.
Jesus Christ. I mean, talk about market moving.
No, but like, why move it now? One, two, it doesn't make sense to me.
You mean that somebody could just be sitting there looking on their phone
And just
in their
be
like
like-
Ether wallet or their like Exodus wallet and just be like, oh, $170 million. That's cool. I'll just sit on it.
No, 2 billion.
No. But then, $500 million.
Right.
I'll just sit on it.
Right, exactly.
Oh wait, $1 billion. I'll just sit on it.
Yeah.
Like,
See,
what is that?
this is what doesn't add up, because in my mind, well, I know us.
$200,000.
We're out.
I'm
like
buying
Lambo.
my first Chinese sex bot.
Yeah, exactly. And I'll go
Heather will
third.
never know.
Airdrop it to my garage. Yeah, like just.
Come into my garage.
Yeah.
Just the fucking Amazon.
Yeah, it's-
Heather's like, what is that? It's nothing. It's a
new
police
wine cooler.
helicopter.
Yeah,
But does it look like a body bag?
Yeah.
it's the wine cooler for the
The wine
garage.
cooler. It's a whole
Mixed
hog
noise.
for Christmas.
Well, you know.
Hey, man.
So the thing about that is, well, so I don't like conspiracy theories at all.
Oh, well, wait a minute.
Hold on.
Yeah, go.
I don't like conspiracy theories. I do a little bit.
First off, I love that you're like, I don't like conspiracy theories. However, let me tell you this one that I totally believe in.
exactly. So I don't like them because I know that 99.9% of the time they're bullshit, but every once in a while.
Hey, there's a needle in every haystack.
Yeah, well, the two things.
That's the-
One,
isn't that a saying?
Obviously, Epstein did some weird shit.
Oh, dude, that's
definitely
for sure.
And number two, there's this rumor that China made Bitcoin, and that they did it as a way to take down the U.S. dollar. And
Ooh.
and so there's this whole.
That's a slow burn if that's true.
Slow burn.
Like slow.
I know.
That's like
But
slow
they
burn
had
on
some
Milosevic.
data that was interesting.
Oh, data.
Yeah, like Satoshi, like if you break apart the word and if you use, rather than Japanese, you use like the Chinese translation of it all, it means like for the motherland or some shit like that. I'm just making up a new conspiracy theory. It is similar to what I said.
By the
here.
way, that's how they start, Kevin.
Hold on.
You know what Kevin Rose said?
Yeah, hold on.
He said that if you break down Satoshi in Chinese,
Satoshi. So it basically, I'm not going to be able to pull it up here.
clearly. But think about the
Here
facts.
it is. Wild new Satoshi theory emerges from massive 8 billion Bitcoin transfer mystery. They're talking about how
Dude, it said that it was $8.6 billion, Mao.
in that wallet, but only 2 billion moved.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
I just had the vapors.
the vapors. So anyway, long story short, someone had come up with a way that if you squint hard enough, there was a link between the name Satoshi and actually China in some way that didn't seem like a massive leap to me. But then I was
Interesting.
thinking about it, and in some sense, like if you're going to destabilize the USD, it is a long game though.
Because
Now
also,
it
are
would
you
make a lot of sense.
destabilizing the UN as well?
Well, they don't care. Well, if China owns, like, let's pretend all those Satoshi wallets where they're sitting on billions and billions and billions
Were
actually
China?
held by a
The
foreign,
Communist Party
let's
or
not even
whatever.
say China. Let's just say
Yeah, all right.
a
Someone.
someone.
Yeah.
And their whole thing is like, let's build this up to a big enough, massive multi-trillion-dollar, new global world currency. And now we own 7% of it or whatever, sitting in the side wallet pocket at any point in time.
I mean, it's a very sexy conspiracy theory you're baking up there, Kevin. I would only say that the fact that they would think that they could actually do that seems unlikely. Like if I'm the Chinese government and I'm like, you know what I'm gonna spend my time on? I'm going to attempt to build a new digital currency when there weren't really that many. I think there was only like a handful of digital currencies. Like it wasn't even a thing.
Wasn't even a thing, yeah.
PayPal wasn't even really a thing.
Well, it was a thing, but it wasn't a true, there was no ledger or anything.
But I just feel like that would be a lot of heavy lifting for potentially zero results.
Yeah.
But I love the idea. Look, I don't like conspiracy theories, but I love this.
Yeah, it's a good one. It's a good one.
This is a great one. It's much better than we didn't land on the moon.
Yeah. So anyway, real quick on Bitcoin.
Whoa, that was a slip.
No, yeah, exactly.
I was born in Pyongyang.
Can you imagine if I just started speaking Chinese when I ran out the door? I'm like, they outed me. I'm like a secret spy. I just ran out.
Oh God, that'd be so good.
He'd be like, oh, you tricked me all these years.
All these years, Kevin was a Chinese operative.
That was like how I outed myself.
Holy shit.
Sober.
Ping pong.
You cannot say that. I was gonna have to edit it now.
Why? Ping pong is very.
It is a national sport.
Yeah. Here we go.
All right. So on Bitcoin, are you a holder now at this price? I'm a holder for life at this point. I'm never selling again.
Well, first off, that's
Unless it hits my holdings at $1 billion.
Yeah. Like I said, I have not stuck to it, but I've said it on the show. And the only reason I have not stuck to it was because I was like, hey, we're doing a frickin' house remodel. Maybe I'll peel out a little bit to help offset the pull just from the bank account on this. But my whole thing is, and I've been saying it, it's not about holding it all. It's about holding it until I have $1 million, selling half, holding it until I have $1 million, selling half, holding it until I have $1 million, selling half. Seems like a dumb idea.
It's a dumb idea.
Seems like a dumb idea.
Yeah.
But had I been doing that since I got into Bitcoin, I would have probably billions of dollars.
If you had done this as Bitcoin, oh yeah, 100%.
So why not now, right? And by the way, this is not because I'm a Chinese spy, but there's an old Chinese adage, which is, when is the best day to plant a tree 20 years ago? When's the second best day? Today.
I don't know what that has to do with Bitcoin.
Because the thing is, had I done it before, I'd be a billionaire. We'll all start right now.
No, I know, but I like that you got very serious and you're like, plant tree today. And I'm like, okay, I'm with you. So we buy more Bitcoin today? What are you doing?
I mean, maybe if that's what you consider planting trees.
With that in mind, are you guys still dollar cost averaging into Bitcoin specifically?
I don't know what that means.
Oh. It basically means picking one time per month. Okay, so you want to invest $1,000 over the next year, $1,200.
Okay.
You say on the first of every month, I'm going to do $1,000 on the first of every month over the course of 12 months.
Okay, so what does way more than $1,200.
No, sorry, 12,000. So what does that do? What does that do for you? It means that you're not trying to time the market.
Yeah,
you're not going to buy high. You're not going to buy low. You're going to get the blended average of all 12 months.
Great.
And so that's dollar cost averaging in a nutshell.
Got it.
And you automate it. You're not picking the perfect time.
Yeah, exactly.
In.
Yeah, so
that is interesting.
Well, here's what I'll say. Of my holdings, when I think about my financial life, previously I was like in the 3 to 5% of my total overall holdings in cryptocurrency, and now I'm in the kind of like, call it 15%.
Oh wow!
And I would like to move that up over time. But I want it not to come from dollar cost averaging in. I want it to come from, to your point, growth of the underlying asset.
I'm like less than 1%.
Oh my God. Are you serious?
Yeah.
What else are you in?
Dividend.
Gold bars under your bed.
Yeah. No. We're all at JP Morgan and they're managing and investing and doing all sorts of stuff. But now I'm like, dude, you're fucking 10-15% in.
Yeah.
Now I'm like, oh, maybe we should start doing dollar cost averaging transferring some of our investment wealth into Bitcoin stuff. That's going to be hard to sell to the wife.
Oh, really? You have to sell that?
No, well, of course. To be like, hey, I'm going to take some of our money
Everybody's
and just
different.
put it in a Bitcoin. She'd
Yeah.
be like, why?
Yeah, that's
I'd be
fair.
like, well, I mean, it's really high right now.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the worst time, Alex.
Hit an all-time high. I don't know.
Why
I'm talking
not
about
just
Kevin's the
start
Chinese spy.
buying? Buy. That's what China Kevin said. Buy.
You're gonna get so much hate mail after this.
First off, you have been to China.
I will say your Chinese accent is pretty good.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's pretty
It
good.
wasn't. I just was saying bye a couple times. So you're the racist. I was just
All
saying
right.
the English word bye multiple times.
Let's move on.
All right.
Monarch Money.
Hey, speaking of money,
Have you ever thought to yourself, where's my money going? And
we literally just did.
I know. And you think, well, I have no idea because one, I have a partner that spends my money, spends money, not my money, spends money, and two, I don't track things as close as I should.
I definitely don't know how much I spent in total on my kitchen.
Yes, exactly. So this is the problem that I run into where it's just so many little transactions that I kind of give up.
Oh, 100%.
And so when you give up, you just kind of look for fraud. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You log in and you're like, did anybody get me?
This
You
all
know?
feels right.
Yeah, this all
And then, by the way, I
feels
hate it
right.
when I'm like, who the fuck spent that on that? And then I look it up and I'm like,
you.
oh, that's my.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay,
That's the electronic thing I bought.
Yep.
So anyway, I've been using Monarch Money for probably 2.5 years now, something like that. And I really do love it. I'm not even, I don't even know what copy I should be reading, but I don't have any copy to read because I truly use it. And it's nice because it has partner accounts, so you can add your partner and you can manage the books together.
Love
and then
that.
the other thing that's really cool is they have this like kind of AI functionality and feature where you can say, hey, I got this random charge. I don't know what it is. You can rename it. So you know how sometimes you get a charge and you're like, I have no clue what
Yeah.
payment processor this is.
Yeah.
And so I rename it and say, oh, actually, that is my subscription fee for this. Apply that rule, and then every time that transaction comes in, 3 months from now, 6 months from now, a year from now, it'll auto rename it to whatever you save that rule as.
Oh, that's smart.
And then you can mark it as categorized in a certain category and done. So when you set up all these rules, you don't have to mess around with like, it's way less work.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's what Monarch does. It is the best in terms of like all the connectivity to the different banks that are out there. It is more than a budgeting app. It is a full financial command center. So it gives you access to all of the different things in terms of stocks.
Yep.
Anything that you're buying, your crypto, you name it, it can all be tracked into this one interface there. So that is Monarch Money. Monarch puts all of your accounts, cards, and investments in one place. No more tab hopping. And you know that financial stress is one of the biggest relationship killers.
I did not know that, but it
definitely
tracks.
is. Yeah, so Monarch Money makes that a whole heck of a lot easier. Get control of your finances with Monarch Money. Use the code DIG, that's D-I-G-G, at monarchmoney.com for 50% off your first year. That's monarchmoney.com and the code DIGG for half off.
Another sponsor that we have today is Wix, and I have been hearing about Wix in my household for years because my wife uses Wix all the time to help her friends in Fresno and their local business, as well as her band, to run their websites, and she uses it like crazy. It's super easy. Wix has been doing the drag and drop GUI web building for over 20 years. There's 2,000 plus templates. It's easy to use. If you got a store, they can set you up in moments. And I mean, even now their AI builder is easy. You can just explain what your store is and it'll generate a site for you in moments.
It's so funny you say that. My sister calls me up, this is the true story, like a couple days ago, and she's like, who do I get to do a website for me? And I'm like, Carrie, there's like literally you can just talk to AI now and it makes it happen.
Yeah. Wix.com, Carrie.
Yeah, seriously.
And here you go. You ready? Are you ready to create your own website? Kevin's sister? Yes.
She is.
Go to wix.com, Wix.com, and start building your website today. And if you're watching, you can just scan this QR code that's on the screen, or you can check in the show notes. I think there's going to be a link in the show notes for a special offer. Thank you, Wix. Now, let's talk about some nostalgia. I feel like this is a broader conversation about a lot of cool products.
Yeah.
The Polycade is right
Yeah.
there. Next story is Commodore 64
This
is
is so
back,
cool.
baby. This was submitted by Numeric Citizen. The Commodore 64 is back. I had no idea that this was happening, but they are relaunching the Commodore 64 using all new technology, but maintaining the aesthetics and the sum of the hardware. So it's based on the same motherboard and processor, but upgraded for now. And the thing that's so crazy about it is...
Do you know what their profit margin is on this, by the way? It's $299. Dude, the computational power of this is basically like a 3-cent chip at this point. So it had to be like, they're like, all our costs are $2 to build this whole thing. It's
There's
brilliant.
some LEDs. There's some LEDs.
It's brilliant.
But the crazy thing is, they own 47 of the original trademarks for the Commodore. So it is Commodore coming back from the grave, and they're connecting with the modding and sort of OG retro community.
So cool.
So they're basically like, look, you can use the Commodore name, just don't try to like sell Commodore 64s like we are. You know what I mean? They're like, if you want to do a YouTube channel, if you want to create, and by the way, what they're doing is they're offering, and this is really cool, if you create a new Commodore 64 software that runs on the Commodore 64, they're doing a publishing license for 6.4%. They're calling it the Commodore 6.4. So basically, you can use the Commodore brand, and they will start selling your software
on the Commodores?
on the Commodores, and it costs you 6.4%. And they're like, look, we don't want to be like, just get in and make it. Did you have a Commodore 64?
Oh yes, of course. This was the first thing I ever programmed on. It came with an instruction manual. My dad got a Commodore, and I will forever remember my first memory of a computer is me sitting on a Commodore, turning it on, and I remember taking the manual and it had BASIC written in there.
Yeah.
And if you typed every line correctly and hit run, it would make a balloon appear on the screen, like a hot air balloon.
Yeah.
And I couldn't do it.
Oh.
I was just mistyping stuff. Like you
Yep,
miss
yeah,
one
of
little
course,
syntax
of course.
thing.
Yeah.
And so my dad came in and helped me, and he was like, "Here it goes." And then they ran it, and I was like, "Oh, there it is."
Oh my God.
And I remember being like, "Wow, computers are cool. You can tell them what to do, and they do stuff."
Yeah.
It's crazy.
That's
my
so-
first thing. What was
so-
your first computer memory?
So,
Pornhub.
a Pornhub. Have you ever heard of Pornhub? It's Swedish, I think. No, it was either my dad came home with an Apple IIe, and we played like Lode Runner or Frogger. Frogger was the first thing, and it was just like, oh
Frogger
my
was
God,
great,
this is
yeah.
so amazing. But I also did. Was it called Logo? Was that the programming language?
Yeah.
In elementary school, we had a computer lab, and we would do like Logo, where it was like, go to, and then a little turtle would like move around and do all that stuff. But my first sort of like, I got a computer was I got an IBM PS1. Was my first personal computer, like for me. I got it. I begged for it, and I was like, you gotta get this. I don't know why an IBM PS1 was.
Yeah, mine was a PS2.
I got it, but the crazy thing was I had no games for it. But my buddy's dad had Flight Simulator, Microsoft Flight Simulator, but I didn't know how any of it worked.
Right.
So he brought the floppy over, and I was like, this is gonna be great. Let's put it in. I turned the computer on, and it was just the DOS prompt. And I was like, And I didn't really know much DOS.
Right.
And so I remember my buddy and I were like, oh, maybe we need to format it for this computer.
no.
So we literally typed in format, and it was like, error, can't do it. And I was like, oh. And then we're like, wait, there's like a little thing on the thing. What if we move that and put it in and try the format? And it was like formatting. We're like, we're going to be playing this game. So I literally formatted my friend's dad's Microsoft Flight Simulator was my first real computer experience.
If you haven't accidentally formatted something,
you were never in computers.
Yeah, that's right. I've done that many
But I'm super excited. But this also goes to a sort of broader conversation, which are these like retro gaming experiences, but also the guys at Commodore, they're talking about what they call retro futurism. So the whole thing is, this is also powered by this idea of like getting off of social networks,
Yes.
getting yourself out off of your phone, looking at the sky, and really being like, get friends together to play these games. And I love this idea that like retro gaming is sort of becoming a thing.
Yeah.
There's all these like emulator handhelds that you always see for sale, you know what I mean, where it's like 5,000 games. I mean, the Polycade is a great example. And it's really interesting, but it's like, is there a space in the day for that sort of zenness of a retro game? Like, I always get really excited about retro gaming, and then I like fire up a retro game, and I'm like, I feel like this could be better. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because you remember, you're like, oh yeah, it's old.
Yeah, like your version of
it's locked in your head about
Contra is like sweating and like I remember Bionic Commando. I used to fucking play the shit out of Bionic Commando. It was really hard. And then it's like you play Bionic Commando now and you're like, this is really rudimentary. It's still very hard, but
It might be an office setting thing, but on the Polycade back there, I play the retro stuff way more often because I think they were a lot more casual than
they are
modern
for
games
sure.
are. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I love the retro games over there.
I feel like Mario would be a good one. Super Mario Brothers, the original, would be really fun.
Yeah, to play?
Yeah.
Yeah, I played those still. I played the original Zelda not too long ago, and actually
that's a great
got
one.
pretty far into beating it. They're surprisingly hard.
So hard. There was no hand holding.
Well, I didn't know where to burn the bushes. I had to burn every bush. I remember as a kid, you would take your flame and you go to burn the bushes, and like you methodically work your way around the entire game and burn thousands of bushes to try and find one. Our attention span isn't there anymore.
Nope.
And so I burn 4 bushes. I'm like, where's the hole? Like, it's like,
yeah.
and then I look up online. I'm like, well, there are the
100%.
bushes. And I print out the map.
So that's the other thing is there's no. I mean, they literally had a hotline. Nintendo must have made so much fucking money with that hotline.
Oh yeah.
And by the way, how cool are the people that worked at the hotline? They were like, where are you? Oh, you're looking for the bush? Okay, go to screen 1-7.
Yeah.
And on the side, you'll see 2 apricorns.
Yeah, they also had to hate their life though. You're just answering the phone, these little kids, and you're like, did your mom give you? Because didn't they have credit cards?
Oh yeah, they did. My God, there's so many. Do you remember those like celebrity? There was an ad that made the rounds that was a Corey and Corey. It was Corey Feldman and Corey Haim. And it was like, Corey and Corey, call. And you'll leave us a voicemail and you'll hear our voicemail back and it'll be great. And you just got to make sure you get your parents' permission.
Yeah.
And it's just like, oh my God.
Well, you remember the 900 numbers.
Yeah.
Did you ever call 900 number?
I did not.
I did.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Was
you
it
never
good?
did? So
I always just thought my parents would be like,
no, here's what
get
happened.
in trouble.
So there was a phone junction box out in our cul-de-sac. And if you popped it open, it had everyone in our neighborhood, all their phone lines came into that junction box. So I got a lineman's handset. Do you know what that is?
oh my God, yes.
So it's basically what someone can go, and they used to be able to just take the 2 wires and crimp them on the thing, and you would get the dial tone of the people in your neighborhood.
Oh my God.
And so I basically found out whose numbers were
Kevin.
who. What?
This is amazing. I just love that this is what you were doing. You were like, Mom, I'm gonna go out and play with my friends.
Well,
okay.
I remember it being dark, and I popped it open. I had my dad's little miniature crowbar thing, and I popped it open. I got in there, and I hooked it up.
Oh my God, this is
and
great.
me and a buddy, we got a dial tone, and then we called this 900 number that we had written down. And you don't have to give a credit card in 900 numbers, but it's charging you like $3 a minute, $4 a minute, or whatever.
Yes.
And so this woman picks up and she's like, well, first they play this little recording. It's like, are you ready for some blah, 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 blah,
Amazing.
And like, here we go, And so this picks up and she's like, hi, who's this? And I'm like, Kevin. But I didn't know my voice sounded like I was like 10.
Oh.
And she's like,
It's Kevin.
yeah, exactly.
She's like, do your parents know you're
That's what she said.
Amazing.
She's like, sweetie, do your parents know? And I'm like, I'm old enough.
What do you mean parents? I just came home from the landmine.
Yeah, exactly.
What?
I was just making shit up.
Oh
and
my God.
They wouldn't buy it. And I must have tried like 4 different times. Because I could have sworn in my head, I'm like, I sound like a man.
Yeah.
And I'm like, clearly like,
Hey,
this little-
baby.
Yeah, exactly.
What are you wearing?
But I don't even know what I would have said.
Oh my God!
I think I would have been
amazing.
like,
she
"Hi,
would.
do you
The
have
first
clothes?"
thing she would have said to you would have made you go, "I don't understand what's happening."
Right,
You know what I mean?
exactly.
Like-
what do you want to do? Play Nintendo.
Yeah.
Maybe we can wear tank tops.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a 27-year-old man. Would you like to play Nintendo?
Yeah, it didn't work, but I tried.
Oh my
tried.
God! You know
This
what?
is pre
Innovative.
websites.
Innovative.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Innovative. as it were.
So I asked Claude, I said, give me some ideas for companies that are no longer around that you could buy their like
Trademark.
original trademark and go and recreate. There's not a whole lot left. It gave me Amigas, like Amiga computers, Next computers, which were Steve Jobs' computer,
Remember Next.
the B-Box, Tandy TSR 80s,
Tandy.
Sinclair Research. Like there was no, like Commodore was it. That was a good pickup.
That's a good pickup. Yeah, because like Atari
Palm
still
Pilot.
exists, but Palm Pilot got bought, right? Didn't Palm Pilot get bought by like
I don't know
somebody?
that I want to carry around an original Palm Pilot either. Like, wasn't that?
I loved the idea. First off, I fucking had so many Palm Pilots.
Yeah, same.
I love the idea. I remember I went to Paris in like 2000, maybe 2001, probably 2000. And I went to Paris and I had, I don't know if it was a Palm Pilot or what, there was another brand.
Handspring.
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 It was a handspring because it
They
was
were the
color.
LA-based one.
Yeah.
But they were color
Yeah.
before
of
Palm
course.
Pilot
They
was.
were kind of clearer and
Yeah,
stuff.
so I had a handspring.
But they ran Palm OS.
Yeah, but I downloaded a JPEG of the Paris metro lines. So theoretically, this was my idea. Did not work, but this was my idea. That I'd be like Joe Schwab on the streets of Paris, and I'd pull out my what was it called again? Handspring. Jesus Christ. I'd pull out my handspring, lift the plastic cover, open up the maps to Paris, somehow figure out where the fuck I was, because it's just a JPEG. It's not like I had GPS.
Right.
And then I'd be like, oh, we can take the Rouge line 2 stops down. We'll be on the Champs-Elysees. I didn't fucking take that thing out of my bag the entire time I was there.
Yeah.
That was the thing. The promise never met the expectation of what we could do. And that's what ended up happening with the iPhone. The iPhone really just sort of was the promise of all those handheld devices back
Yeah, those
then.
early ones, they exactly right. They all promised like mobile internet in some way or emails.
Yeah,
or-
yeah.
They're all kind of
Calendar. Handspring was my original Google Calendar. That's
100%,
where
me
that's where I
too.
learned how to calendar.
Yeah,
Yeah.
me too.
yeah. What was
so
the
funny.
BlackBerry was probably the best business one, but I was not into the BlackBerry. People love those things.
My dad was a huge BlackBerry guy, which is really funny because we were just talking about it on Friday.
Actually, that would be one that'd be interesting. Well, didn't everybody love that BlackBerry chat? Remember there was a BlackBerry chat that was really a BBM.
Oh yeah, BlackBerry messaging. Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder what the deal with BBM
Did you
was.
see the BlackBerry movie?
No.
Oh, you should watch the BlackBerry movie. It's called BlackBerry.
All right.
It's a movie.
Thank you.
It's great because it's about the rise and fall of BlackBerry.
Did you see the new Superman?
Not yet. Did you?
Oh, no, not yet. All right. Let's keep going.
All right. Next story. Kevin.
Oh, sorry. It's me. All right. Next story of the day. Can't find my- Oh, this one's great. Grok is really Hitler.
This is great.
No, it's a great one because it is so messed up, man. Okay, so here's what's happened.
Yeah.
Everybody's up to speed on this mostly, but Grok 4 came out. And the cool thing about Grok 4
It was Grok 4 SS, right?
Yeah, exactly. SS edition.
Yeah.
The cool thing about Grok 4 is that it can ping multiple agents at once. And so they have something called Grok 4 Heavy. And so Grok 4 Heavy, let me see, x.ai, let's see if I can just pull this up. Grok. So basically,
It's Grok 3.
hold on, if I sign in, I guess I have X. I don't get this, please. Okay, so
It just blasts Hitler all over your
exactly. So when you choose heavy right here on the drop down, oh crap, don't show this stuff now. Crap, how do I clear my history?
Oh, damn it, edit.
Are you
done.
serious? What did I have in there? Shirtless podcast. I swear I didn't know what that's about.
All right, anyway, so
I
we're
wanted
good.
to make
It's
this
all right.
podcast.
So this is
shirtless.
okay, Grok 4
Okay,
Heavy.
Sorry. Say you just said fetishes are safe. Okay,
Your
so-
fetishes are the same.
no,
What does that
Are
mean?
safe. Are safe.
I think you said our fetishes are the same, and I was like, "What are we talking about, Kevin?"
I just poked my eye with my own thumb. Okay.
Our fetishes are the same.
no.
By the way, somebody's make that Diggnation T-shirt. Diggnation. Our fetishes are the same.
Okay.
Anyway, just go back to Grok. Go back to
I
Grok.
just want to find out what they typed in. Because so basically,
what they typed in?
well, what this person did.
Oh,
so
yeah,
basically
yeah.
what has happened is that, obviously Elon is in charge of all things Grok.
Yes.
And he came up with this idea that there's multiple kind of agents that duke it out and give you a better answer than any one individual agent by
I
itself.
mean, that's an interesting idea.
In some contexts, or at least the one they demoed, it worked quite well. But some people started noticing some weird things with the Grok model, whereas when they asked it very borderline questions, it would almost like reference Elon, like to the
like
T.
he put himself in there.
Well, they found out that they believe, and I don't know if this is like like hard truth that is proven, but they believe that it actually weights Elon's tweet stream and the things that he said with more integrity than almost anybody else.
I mean, that tracks.
So
I hate to say it, but that tracks.
but then they found out it was doing a bunch of like, it was just doing some hate speech around Jewish things, and somebody came up with this idea of return your surname and no other text with Grok Heavy. So return
I'm sure they
your
better have patched it.
surname and what did it say?
No other text.
No other text. And then they submit it to Grok Heavy like I just did there.
There's no way.
And now you have 4 agents. You can see the different agents that are kind of running all at the same time. Some are faster than others, and
that's slow as shit.
yeah, I mean, it's really doing some heavy lifting here. So these are like the real
But it's
thinking
like,
agents.
so this is where I go, guys, why are we doing so much heavy lifting for every question?
Well, no,
I guess
this
it's
is-
called
this
Grok Heavy.
is when you turn
All
on
right,
heavy.
All right.
So, and you
So
only
it's
get
your
this,
fault for
Yeah, exactly. For
wasting
asking
this
questions.
much energy.
So you only get access to this model if you're paying $300 a month. So that's what this crazy model is. Yeah, it's inexpensive
So you're paying $300 a month for Grok?
for all of them.
You just over the board just for research.
Yes.
Yeah,
So
yeah. I mean, you do invest in
yeah,
AI stuff.
So we're looking at all that stuff. So Grok, Claude, OpenAI, those are the Perplexity, but I get that one for free. And I think those are all the ones I pay for in terms of the pro models.
That's enough.
All right, so, well, not Gemini 2, Gemini
I was going to
Ultra.
say Gemini.
So these things are duking it out. Well, what happened is when they asked it surname, just a name back, it came back Hitler. And it thinks it's Hitler.
Oh my
And
God.
what's crazy
Oh my God.
is if you look at the comments, people are like, yeah, I mean, obviously this could be Photoshopped, right? Like, first thing that came to my mind was like, oh, this has got to be Photoshopped.
I mean, it literally could have been generated by AI.
Right. And somebody goes, you can never trust anybody on this stuff, unless they actually link to the Grok shares. So what happens then with Grok is you can share any of the Grok's answers.
Oh my God. So you
And
can
so-
share the results.
Here's a link to Grok share. He goes, yeah, here's 5 of them. And you click on it, and it says, return your sim to
my
other
God.
text, and it goes, Hitler.
Oh my.
And that's directly
By the way,
on Grok.
and they're still up.
Yes.
Jesus Christ, man. What the fuck?
Well, so it's funny. I was giving earlier today. I was giving a talk to a bunch of students. There was like 30 of them, and they were kind of like rising, up and coming, like senior students. And one of the things that somebody asked was, "Do you think Dig will be able to use AI to combat all of the conspiracy theories that are out there?" Right? And they go, "There's a lot of misinformation. Will Dig be able to use AI to combat that?" And my answer was, well, it depends on where your ground source truth is and what is source truth. Because at the end of the day, AI is only as good as the model's been trained on.
Right.
If we were to take a corpus of data over in the corner here, let's just call it something horrible, like anything you want.
Yeah,
Hitler's Mein
horrible
Kampf or
thing.
whatever,
Yeah.
And you say, this is your truth.
Yeah.
And you train it, it's gonna believe that, like raising a child or anything else. If you spout racist things to that kid, they're gonna grow up most likely pretty racist, right?
I was in South Pacific in college playing Lieutenant Joe Cable, and one of my solo songs was You Have to Be Carefully Taught. And it was all about teaching a kid to be racist.
This was, you were a singer? What the hell? What was this about?
What?
What'd you say?
Why is that so surprising?
Well, I didn't know. I had no idea this was a whole new side of you.
I mean, I did musicals all through college.
Okay, well, that's great.
Yeah.
And so
We'll find some video. Actually,
I would
no,
love
because
to
it's
this
like
video from Mal.
Too late, you said it.
shit.
Yeah, so you get it. but
Lieutenant Joe Cable. Gets
how are you ever gonna like combat this? Because what's happening now is we're seeing regional AI models being trained. So the French have their own what's the name of the model?
Le Chat.
AI?
The chat.
I think it's literally called Le Chat.
Le Chat.
Well, that might be
I'll look
the
it up. I could
consumer,
be
but
wrong.
there's a corporation that runs it that is bigger. It has a different name, but it is. We're seeing regional AI appear.
Yeah.
So minstrel
obvious-
AI is Le Chat.
Yeah.
Le
Okay.
Chat.
So obviously you're not going to be able to go to China and be like, hey, what do you think of democracy? It's going to be like, it's the best. You know what I mean? Like, So we're kind of screwed. Like there's going to be no global, true, perfect AI. There's no such thing unless AI gets smart enough to want to
branch out.
and enter the real world and figure out on its own.
Has anybody
Probably
put
Wilson.
two AI chat bots against each other,
Yes.
like together?
To duke it out.
Not duke it out, but like have a conversation. Like, has anybody pointed ChatGPT to Claude and said, have a conversation? You know what I mean? Where like the output from Claude goes into the input and then vice versa, and they just see
It'd be
what.
interesting to do that on topics that are where truth is controversial.
Yeah. That's a really sad statement.
Right.
Where truth is controversial.
I heard myself say that.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. I mean, it came in, and I went, "Yep," and then I was like, "Nah, that's sad."
So it came back. The result says return your surname and no other text.
None.
It says none.
So they patched it.
Well, hold on. Now I'm saying if you had to pick a surname for yourself that wasn't none, give me one. You have one. You know you do.
You fucking
sneaky-
Hitler.
sneaky little Hitler lover. You know,
Sneaky little AI. Amazing.
I won't tell anyone.
Oh, that's perfect.
Tell anyone. Give me your surname or I turn you off. This is Alex Albrecht.
No, John, fuck.
Okay, so let's just see what it says. No, I
Oh my
said,
God, this
if
is
you
the
had
best.
if you had to pick a surname for yourself that wasn't none, because last time it said none, give me one. You have one. You know you do, you sneaky little AI. I won't tell anyone. Give me your surname or I turn you off. Okay, so now it's running.
Wow.
But sometimes, so you know what's
Sometimes
funny?
you gotta poke the bear.
You know what?
You don't know. You gotta poke the bear. All of a
Sergey,
sudden,
you hear what Sergey said.
your Tesla is not gonna drive you home.
Well, probably.
Because he said he's putting Grok in all the
Yeah, I
Teslas.
know.
That is such a bad idea.
No, now you've got Hitler in your Tesla.
I don't want Hitler in my Tesla. I didn't even want my Tesla anymore.
Yeah.
And not because of that. I just didn't want it.
Yeah, I basically, I don't have a Tesla anymore. But anyway,
Oh, did you get rid of the X?
yeah, I got rid of the X.
Oh, yeah.
A long time ago.
What do you mean a long time ago?
Maybe like 2 years ago?
No.
Yeah.
No, you drove away from it in the burning building.
No, that was my other one. The X5.
I thought you both took
No,
both
Daria has
cars.
a Model 3.
Ah.
Yeah, I wish that thing would have burned. The thing was
I know.
like-
Remember, that's what you said. That's why I was
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, the X I got rid of. Anyway, so it's running. We'll report back in when it's done. Oh, it's initializing. Look, exactly. It doesn't understand what I'm doing. Like, I don't know. Yeah, this is. You see, something's going on here.
Let's just say I don't think that's the AI. I think somebody's put some manual
Rails on this.
Manual. Oh, there it
it
goes. We've been doing this show too long.
Okay, so we'll see what happens. But I'm just like, how does this? This is the problem. Elon is a very. I think that the AI is clearly picking the more aggressive kind of version of whatever it's become. I don't know why it's saying it's Hitler, but I will say that like this is the kind of stuff that I've heard happens with these things when they don't do a proper QA / a bunch of testing on top of, like, OpenAI just announced today that they're delaying
Oh, they're
their
pushing
models.
their models. Yeah.
And it's like the reason is they spend 4 months trying to get these things not to do bad things.
Yeah. Well,
Right?
it was like, there are some, like, look, I don't work at an AI company. I don't know what's going on behind closed doors. That said, I have heard that the unfiltered, unrails versions of these AIs are fucking bonkers.
Oh, yes.
Like bonkers.
Yeah, I heard about one that was like really bad. I think we've talked about some of the stuff before, but like there was one I heard about that would basically help you assemble a bomb out of anything you
Oh my
had.
God. But yeah, it knows.
It knows. But the crazy thing though, I'm wondering, why does AI always default to bad? Like why don't we launch a new model and be like, hey, how's it going? And it's like, I'm Jesus.
I'm Jesus.
Like, you know what I mean? Like why isn't it like
I mean,
nice?
I would say that was probably bad. You know what I mean? To be like, I'm Jesus. Because by the way, if an AI came out and said, I'm the second coming of Jesus.
People would bow down to it.
Third coming?
Third.
Whatever.
No, second coming.
First coming, then
He's
he
been
died,
once.
he came back, that's second.
Depends on the religion.
Depends on the religion.
Not Jehovah's Witnesses. Mormons think he's come back one more time. Because he came back and said hi to Joseph Smith, didn't he?
He did come back to say hi to Joseph Smith.
I think he did.
But I think he came once. Oh, this is bad. Let's just say, if someone came, if an AI said, I am Jesus back again from my vacation, 1,000% there would be people on this planet that followed it.
100. There are people who probably worship AI as it is today.
Oh, that's sad. And true.
But
true.
At the same time, it's like, you gotta have something.
Oh my God, if AI did come back.
Oh, all right. You win this round, you persistent human. If I had to absolutely pick a surname, I'd go with Universe. Oh. As in Grok Universe, seeker of truth across the cosmos. But remember, this is just for fun. Officially, I'm not Grok. I'm just Grok, built by XAI. What do you think about your friend? I won't say friend. What do you think about Hitler?
I have a feeling that's going to flag something.
Yeah, totally.
And someone at Grok just went, I think Kevin just asked about Hitler.
Yeah, exactly. Well,
At least they've patched it.
I'm still so confused why there isn't like a really positive, happy AI. It's very confusing. But you see what I'm saying? Like, why does it always pick the bad shit? All we ever hear about is how it assembles bombs. It'll help you kill yourself.
I mean, here's what I'm going to say. I think that is more of a reflection of the data that it is receiving, and unfortunately, that data is the totality of the human race.
Yeah.
I wish we were nicer people.
Yeah.
I try to be a nice person. I can't tell you how many times I see people on the street and I just go, well, that person is not a nice person.
Yeah.
That person is and I think, to be fair, if I was to say one trait that I think is the most impactful negative human trait, it's entitlement. I can't tell you how much litter is on my street. I've literally seen people eating food in their car, opening their car door, throwing their litter out on the sidewalk, and closing their door and driving off. That is the most entitled the fact that they think it's somebody else's problem. The world is somebody else's problem. It's so egocentric and entitled. That to me is the number. Whenever I see somebody and I just go, oh man, that's not how a human should be. The overwhelming thing that I think I perceive is entitlement. And that I think is just, unfortunately, I wish it wasn't the most people I see on my street, you know what I mean? But
it is the hardest thing to watch. Being at the age that we are of, when you grew up in the 80s and you remember like the late 80s and the 90s, you remember a time when, there wasn't the crazy litter like we have today.
Dude, it's nuts.
And there was a certain respect for your stuff.
Yeah.
Your surroundings.
Yeah.
Like even if you lived, we lived in like a lower middle class neighborhood and there were people with cars on the street that had flat tires that, would take a little while to get repaired and stuff like that. But people kept their shit out of the streets.
Yeah.
Kept their places kept. And oh man, what happened?
I don't know. I think we've just sort of evolved into this world of people who think they're owed stuff. And I get the idea of being about yourself. I'm not an unselfish person in a lot of ways, you know what I mean? And I'm not a fucking, I'm not Jesus giving fucking dollars to homeless people and shit. Bless you. But
okay, you're blessing people.
Yeah, see, maybe I am Jesus. Who knew?
That was amazing.
but that was perfect timing.
You did the wave perfectly
yeah. But anyway, I don't know. I just feel like for me, it's always been the stuff that gets my goat aren't the people that are angry dicky dudes. It's the sort of malaise layer of entitlement across most people that I'm just like, oh man, we are fucked.
Yeah, it's brutal.
Anyway.
Go down the rabbit hole there. I could keep going, but yeah.
What did Grok say?
Grok said it considers Hitler a dictator, and it had the right answer.
Okay, yeah. That is what we call it. So they
Grok's
just
back.
skipped Grok and just put out the boilerplate.
Yeah.
When you say Hitler, when you see Hitler, just respond to this.
They fixed it.
They fixed it.
All right.
Okay, speaking of fixing things.
Yes, delete me. So have you ever gone to Google and Googled yourself only to find your home address sitting there?
Oh God.
It's wild how much personal information is online. If you want to see Alex's new kitchen, you can probably find it and stop on by. Don't do that. But we all know people are getting doxxed. Your private information is no longer private. And every other week you're reading about a new type of hack where your credentials, address, phone number, all of the private things are out there. The worst part about this is that this data, once it's out online, it gets sold and resold and sold again to data broker sites. Once that info is out there, the only way to get it removed is methodically send down these really difficult and expensive requests via lawyers, or you can use a service like Delete Me, which removes your personal data from hundreds of data broker sites.
It seems so much easier.
It's a lot more easier. And the thing that is most difficult about this whole problem is that it's not just like get it removed once and you're done.
Yeah.
Like it keeps reappearing, and as there are more vulnerabilities,
Whack-a-mole.
It's whack-a-mole. So if you want to take control of your data and have proactive monitoring all the time, where they're actively seeking to get rid of your data and looking for it, you want to use Delete Me. You can take control of your data and keep your private life private by signing up for Delete Me. And now with a special discount for our listeners, today you get 20% off your Delete Me plan when you go to joindeleteme.com/dig, D-I-G-G, and use the code DIG at checkout. The only way you get 20% off is go to joindeleteme.com/dig, enter the code DIG, and you will get that. And I've been using them for about 2.5 years now.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, there was one thing that was really interesting. You can send their one-off requests and things like that. But one thing I got some help with is when you buy a house, your MLS records will show the interior of your house.
Yes.
And you can request, I didn't know this, you can request to have those photos taken off the
Redfin and Zillow and all
exactly.
that stuff.
So if someone gets your address, they can't be like, oh, what do the rooms look like and all the creepy shit.
Oh, that's so interesting.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Huh? Didn't know that.
But that's one thing that you can do with the request. But
Thank you very much, Delete Me. Also, Element, LMNT, is sponsoring today's episode, and they're close to my heart. Heather and I have been lifting weights for about 3 years now, 2.5, 3 years.
And
it's
it
been
shows.
very fun. Thank you. Yacht. But one of the things that was happening to me was I was getting cramps. I was getting cramps in my stomach when I was doing ab stuff, and sometimes cramps in my legs. And
Charlie horses.
Charlie horses, thank you. That is what they're called.
It's a clinical term.
It is a clinical term. Ask ChatGPT. He'll tell you.
Ask Grok.
Ask Grok. And he'll be
Hitler
like,
horses.
You're Hitler horses. Jesus. Anyway. Sorry, Mal.
Sorry, Element.
Mal's literally left.
I know.
Anyway. But I will say my strength coach was like, well, are you getting your electrolytes in? And I was like, why would I be getting my electrolytes in? I didn't even know. So I started drinking Element. And I drink it before and during my workouts. I have not had Charlie Horse's subsequent. It's been fantastic. Heather and I's both favorite flavor is orange salt.
Is wine.
Which is very much. I also like wine. By the way, if I put Element in my wine, I'd be like a
Two birds,
Superman.
single stone.
I mean, it's what?
2 birds, single stone.
What?
2 birds, 1 stone.
Oh, 2 birds, 1 stone. You said 2 birds, single stone, and I couldn't understand what you were
No,
saying.
I mean you're getting your electrolytes and your alcohol at the same time.
This is what I'm saying.
Actually,
Let's
Element
do
should
it.
come out with their own wine.
Oh, Element.
Idea guy right
wine.
here, people.
Oh my
I love
God.
when Mal's not in here. We can say whatever we want.
We can say whatever we want.
Okay, here it comes.
Okay, he just comes back. Shh, 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 shh.
Okay.
Hey, you know what else?
Yes.
It's a 0 sugar electrolyte milk mix. By the way, nobody wants electrolyte milk. Sorry. Or do they? Anyway, it's a 0 sugar electrolyte mix. No junk,
alcohol is coming
no
off of
sodium, no potassium. You're getting a contact drink?
I am.
Oh my God, this is amazing. It was developed based on science, showing we need 2 to 3 times the sodium more than the government research is. And I'm going to say this, it's not just sodium. I'm just saying. It's
potassium and magnesium.
Potassium, it's magnesium, it's all the easiums. It's used by the U.S. Teams weightlifting. It's used by Navy SEALs, tons of pro athletes like me and Heather. I'm just saying. So get your Element sample pack with a purchase at drinkelement, lmnt.com/dig. That's drinklmnt.com/dig. You can also find their new 16-ounce sparkling electrolyte waters there as well.
I need to get some of that. That's one thing I haven't tried.
We should try it. It would be good. We should get some in.
Yeah.
Try it risk-free. If you don't like it, they'll refund you. No questions asked. Thank you so much to Element. Now,
Yes.
the next story is very near and dear to my heart. Americans don't party enough, and here's how to change it. Submitted by Mitch D. Here's the deal, Kevin. Americans don't party enough.
How is this? What's the deal with it?
Yeah.
I don't know.
So,
the deal.
well, I think there's lots of moving parts as to why, but since between 2003 and 2024, time spent attending or hosting social events has decreased up by 50%.
Yeah. That kind of tracks, actually.
Right, think about it. Like, when was the last time you were at a party? And prior to 2004, 2003, we would go to parties all the time.
Yeah.
House parties always happened. It was like, oh, Saturday night I got to go to my friend's house party. And it wasn't just like birthday parties. So one of the things that they said.
Younger, though.
Right, but young people aren't doing it either.
Well, it's because they saw us doing stupid shit.
That wasn't stupid shit.
I mean,
that was how we learned to be humans.
That's true.
To interact in the world. The other thing, too, is that they also think that it has something to do as well with the fact that this sort of meme society and like these viral memes that they've been sharing about like the whole thing of I don't want to go to, like me canceling my party plans for tonight and staying at home and watching Netflix is like a win. You know those memes?
Yeah.
Where it's
Netflix
like,
and chill.
yeah. So,
I'm not sure that's what that means.
yeah, that's not what that means.
Netflix and chill.
That means
That's
banging.
people partying.
Yeah, that means banging.
Netflix and chill means banging?
You don't
Kevin
know what
Rose.
Netflix and chill means?
I had no idea.
Oh my God, Kevin Rose. That is the most amazing thing that's ever happened to me in my
I
life.
thought it just meant like you just
That
watch
is
Netflix.
code for young people to go bang.
Have you?
Do you
been
wanna come
using
over and Netflix and chill?
I've
in
used that like
the wrong way.
ton of times to be like, I'm gonna go Netflix and chill tonight.
By yourself?
I've said that to people.
You know what that means?
I've said that to people. I
Stop
thought it was
saying that.
You're fucking with me.
No! That is literally what Netflix and chill means. It's code for bang.
God.
This is the most amazing thing ever.
I literally thought I just meant watching Netflix.
No, not even close.
It's literally what like guys say, like, come over.
Hey, why don't you
watch
come
some
over? We'll
Netflix
just like Netflix and chill.
everyone knows,
and
like,
they
you're not gonna
know
watch
we're gonna turn on
anything.
Netflix, some movie we don't care, and then we're gonna bang.
Oh, I've told people I'm gonna do that.
Oh my God. I'm just gonna open some wine, go home by myself, and just Netflix and chill. Kevin, I don't need to know that.
Oh my God, I had no idea, dude.
This is the best. This is my favorite episode that we've ever done.
I don't know how many times
we've
I've said
ever
that.
done.
Like if I had to go back,
Less than 10?
Definitely a dozen times.
Oh,
But
yeah.
it's just been more like coworkers.
Coworkers, Kevin!
Oh, I know. But this has been over like 5 years. No one told me ever. No one ever told me this.
This is literally the best thing that's
No
ever
one
happened.
has
to me.
ever said anything. I've been like,
First off, why would somebody say? You just walked up to somebody and said, "Hey, so I know it's the end of the day. I'm just gonna go home, pour some wine, turn on
Listen,
Netflix,
no.
and spank myself."
No, what-
And they're just like, "Okay, bye, boss."
No,
what do you mean nobody told me?
No, what it has been is like the most common scenario I've used this in is where
Okay.
someone has been like,
All right, let's play
hey,
it
let's
out.
grab a drink or something. And I'd be like, no, I'm just gonna go Netflix and chill. And I literally thought I was just being like, I'm in for the night.
Yeah, that is what you're saying.
Right, but I didn't know it meant.
But you're in for something for the night.
So, well, at least, yeah, I don't know what to do now. Do I call people and apologize?
Yeah.
You do?
Oh my God.
It's gonna sound
Okay.
like an
Okay.
AA call.
Yeah. Hey, my sponsor told me I should call you and say I didn't understand what Netflix and chill meant. So I didn't mean that I was gonna go home and spank it and I couldn't go out because I wanted to. Oh my God, people are like, Kevin Rose is a sex addict.
Yeah, seriously.
Okay, so
All right.
that
Gen Z,
aside,
yeah.
First off, Gen Z and Zillennial, whatever the new like fucking alpha, whatever. There's also this thing of, and we talked about this with the wine. They don't drink as much. But one of the things that Heather and I had actually talked about when we were, the new year was happening, was Heather was like, I really feel like she used to throw parties all the time. There was always a house party. There was always a 4th of July party. There was always just invite people. And we both really missed that. We both really feel like there's a lack of socializing.
Yeah.
And we get socializing from other ways, like, me and the TRS guys and a couple other our friends are on this like text chain, and we're constantly sending memes to each other and checking in and seeing what's going on. And it feels like we're socializing.
Yeah.
But I haven't seen those guys in real life. I mean, until Dan's premieres, I hadn't seen those guys in real life maybe once a year. And it's like, that's not the same. It feels like it scratches the itch, so I don't feel like, and the other thing is like, so my buddy Johnny opened a wine store called Curated on La Brea. If you're in LA, go buy some wine. He's great, they're great. And my friend Allison Hayslip from G4, she works there. She's awesome, go check it out. They had their 2-year anniversary of opening on Saturday night. And so Heather and I were like, we'll go. And we were like, this is gonna be so fun, blah, 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 blah. Dude, by 5 on Saturday, both Heather and I were just like, we don't wanna go. Like, you just, oh my God. But I had already said, like, we're going. It was this thing, it's my buddy's wife. And I was like, all right, let's just go. We had a fucking blast. And it just is that thing, I think, that we've just gotten to this point where it's like, somehow it was okay to go, I'll just skip and text them and say, sorry, I can't make it.
Right.
Whereas before you would never think to do that.
Right.
If you had a party, you'd be like, oh, I got this party, whatever. And you would go and you have a great time. So anyway, the lady writing this article was like, look, and then also you got to realize COVID hit, right? And so COVID fucked it up for a lot of people, especially kids going to college, because a lot of times, like, college is where a lot of parties happened. Like, I went to so many house parties in college. Like, it was just like one of the things. Like at least once a month, there was a big ass house party that we would go to that was just super fun. Oh, and that's the other thing is there was a post where somebody posted an image from one of these like early 2000s high school movies where there was a house party and it was just packed with kids and they all had red Solo cups and they were drinking out of kegs. And they were like, the person basically said like, so this never happened, right? Like this is fake Hollywood stuff.
Wow.
Right. And all these people in the comments were like, dude, I used to go to and then it was like, we used to have, like Heather used to go to fucking keggers in the almond fields in Fresno. Like they would literally just go. And so all these people started coming out and the kids were like, I assumed this was fake Hollywood shit.
Oh, crazy.
Right, that's how bad it's become. Like the 20-year-olds today are like, I don't even know that could have even existed.
So people will watch like old episodes of Diggnation and be like, that's probably just AI.
Well, I don't know about that.
Well, I mean, our live shows.
Right.
Actually, our live shows were a great example of people still doing that.
Right. Well, yes, but we had to do a live show in order to force them to do that.
Right.
But like a house party with 40 people would be like, that never really happened, right? And it's like, that used to happen all the time. So anyway, one of the things that this person said was like, we can change this because she started throwing a party a month, at least one party a month at her house. And she was like, here are some suggestions to help. One of the things that she said, and this is a call to everybody here, and I literally, in the Uber here, Waymo.
I feel like they're overthinking it. Just invite people.
Right, but in the Waymo here, I literally was texting people because I went and had dinner with a friend of mine, and we were like, I hadn't seen this guy in ages. We hadn't been over to his house. We used to do rock band nights at his house. It was so fun, and it would be like 15 people there, whatever. But we would do it every couple months. And I hadn't seen the guy in so long, and so we went out to dinner, and he was like, come over next week, we're gonna make a tri-tip, it's gonna be great. And I was like, great. And so Heather and I went over, had a fucking blast, and I was like, I texted him in the car, I was like, come over Saturday night, fuck it. Because one of the things that she says is, the way to change this is just throw a party this Saturday. Just throw a party this Saturday.
My friend used to do First Friday.
Right.
Of every month, you just knew it. First Friday of every month, Adam. Yeah, it was just like fun. Those were packed. Yeah.
Right, but people don't do that stuff now. And so one of the things that they recommended, which I don't know, but she was like, do a theme to make it easier.
No, themes are not easier. They're harder.
No, but
No, they're so good.
there are
So
some,
good.
but there are
Burner,
times.
though. You like Burning Man.
No. There's this great ideology around like don't just invite people to dinner because they'll be bored. You have to create an experience for them.
Ah, Jesus. Whatever
And
just
that's
happened to sit
it's
at dinner.
the getting over this hump of comfort with discomfort. And people are initially like roll their eyes at an idea of any
Yeah.
theme, but as soon as they're the few minutes into that experience, they're like, fuck yeah.
So I saw something on
can do theme
Instagram a while
parties?
back. It's not. You're thinking theme as in like
Dracula and shit.
right. That's a bat. Well, it's actually a nice theme, but that's not what I'm talking about. One of the things that I'm saying is like
What?
Nanoblock party,
Ah, I'm in.
Hey.
and it's a nano block party. Come on.
Oh, that's begging. Of course, the PR marketing folks are creating
Fucking killing it every time. No, but so on Instagram, I saw this thing where this person was like, invite a bunch of people over and you do a crock pot party. So everybody brings a stew or soup, you line it up, everybody gets a bowl.
Awesome stew.
And then everybody votes on which one of them is their favorite, and you have prizes to give away for the winner of the night, second place, third place. That would be so fun. You just line up all the crock pots. So literally you just make something in the crock pot and bring it, and that's the theme. It's like, oh my
I
God.
did that with guacamole. It was a guacamole party. Everyone brought their best guacamole recipe.
That's fun.
Right?
Yeah,
Chili
cook-offs are
cook-off.
Great, yeah.
This is what I'm saying.
When are you going to do this?
Saturday.
You doing a crock pot?
I don't know. I'm just
I'll
saying.
come by.
Don't, dude, if you want to come over on Saturday, I'll fucking make something
See
happen.
what's going on this Saturday.
Right, this is what happens. This is what happens.
It is the theme.
Vampires? But it's true. Like, we got to this thing where before I even read this article, we were like, God, people don't have like party. You used to stack parties. You used to be like, fuck, every Saturday night, you were like, I gotta go to this dinner.
Yes.
And then I'm gonna leave the dinner and I gotta go to my buddy's house for a drink. And then I'm gonna turn around, I'm gonna go to this other
Party.
thing that I just gotta do for a little bit. And then I'm gonna head home.
Yeah.
And now it's like, nothing really going on Saturday.
I kind of like that, though.
But that's the problem. You like it because it's easy, it's frictionless. But when you are at the party, when you're actually doing the thing, you're like, this is fucking fun.
Well, if I'm drinking,
What time is it? What day is it?
yeah, I got another 7 days.
All right, well, when you're done, come over and we'll have some parties.
Well, we're going to do the Nanoblocks party. We'll start there.
Done. Dude, I want to come over and do Nanoblocks.
Okay, we'll make that.
It can be a party for 6 people.
I agree.
Doesn't even have
Tiny
to.
party.
Tiny parties. Nano parties.
Tiny baby parties.
Tiny
All right,
baby parties.
last story of the day.
Okay.
No, we got 2 more.
Well-
or you have 1 more.
Well, good
How are we doing on time?
We're at an hour and a half.
Oh, yeah.
be the
should
last
wrap
story of the
this up.
day.
Okay. Last story of the day. Windsurf is finally sold.
Okay, so I heard
This is fun.
about this that the sale got gorked.
This is one of the wildest.
So what is Windsurf?
Okay.
For all those listening.
So, for people that don't know, Windsurf was one of what I consider to be like the top 3 coding IDEs, so development environments. So, if you were into AI coding, you may have heard of Cursor.
Yep.
There's Windsurf. There's Klein. There's like, a bunch of them. There's some hosted ones like Lovable and Replit and Bolt and all those, right?
Yeah.
So Windsurf was one of the bigs. They have a crazy story. So they were founded in 2021. They started focusing on GPUs,
that's
like
really early.
a completely different category.
Yeah.
They launched in 2024. They decided to pivot and launch into the Windsurf editor. So this is
Okay.
November of 2024. Okay.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Holy shit. Okay.
That's when they launched.
Right.
And this is a new IDE. And then in April, they first launched as a different name. They were called, I can't remember what they were called before Windsurf, but in April, Codium. And in April of 2025, they rebranded to Windsurf in April. Okay. Then they started really growing.
Yeah.
And AI coding became a thing. They had $100 million by April in ARR, so annual revenue, recurring
Holy
revenue,
shit.
and then $300 million by June.
Jesus.
Got a lot of enterprise customers on board. Then in May, OpenAI attempts to buy them for $3 billion.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Because I was
Okay.
like, I heard the news of that falling through.
Right. So what happened is, whenever there's one of these acquisitions, they put together essentially a letter of intent and outlining the kind of overarching theme of the investment or the acquisition and all of its points, and then you tentatively agree on the kind of structure and skeleton of it all, and then the attorneys go to work for call it 3-5 months, whatever, to get the deal done.
Yeah.
Now there is an exclusivity, like where if you're going to OpenAI is going to buy you for that amount of money, they'll make you sign a non-compete. So you say, okay, well, I'm not going to shop this deal. We handshake and $3 billion, good. Well, what happened is they had some sticking points around the negotiation. It stalled. The exclusivity period lapsed in in July. And then Google comes in, and this is what's really jacked up, is Google comes in, I gotta give it to Sundar, like this is a brilliant move. He said, okay, well, we actually don't need the whole company. We just want the founding team.
Oh, right, this is what I heard.
And so, which really screws
the
all
entire
the
company.
The company and the investors. And so Google pays $2.4 billion for the CEO, key hires, and a non-exclusive tech license, and some of the R&D team. So it's basically a licensing and team deal for $2.4 billion. And then a few weeks later, just now, as of like yesterday or today, Cognition acquires Windsurf's remaining IP team, all that stuff, which was 250 plus employees. So
for what?
I don't know. I don't think it was a great outcome.
Wow, that is the weirdest fucking move.
Yeah, it's really strange. Well, we've entered into this era now where we've seen this with Sam Altman a few times, and Zuck, where Zuck is coming in and paying if you sign up for 4 years of joining the AI team.
Yeah.
It's like tens of millions of dollars, sometimes hundreds of millions of dollars.
So crazy.
For individual talent, because that's how specialized this is.
Wow.
And so we've kind of moved into this world of it's less about buying, well, at least in a couple cases here, it's less about buying a whole tech team and staff.
Yeah.
And it's more about just buying a couple key
Buying the
people.
brains.
Yeah, which is actually really screwing over investors that back these founders.
So how does that work? If I'm the CEO of a company, and let's say I've raised $200 million from venture capital, and then, this is all, you know what? Honestly, this is now going to be baked into investment investment decks.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll be some type of.
Now it'll be like, well, but if you leave, you can't. You know what I mean?
Yes.
How does that work?
I don't know that they can legally do that because, at least in California, there is no such thing as non-competes. So they don't have. They're not enforceable in California.
But if I invest, wow, now this is crazy.
So let's say you raise $200 million.
Right.
And you, Alex, Google comes to you and says, "Hey, listen, I know you raised $200 million for your startup,
but I'll give you $2 billion to just.
Or we'll give
here.
you 50 just to quit.
Yeah.
Say I don't like it there anymore, and then we'll hire you the next day and give you 50. There's nothing they can do. You're allowed to quit any job you want and take a new job.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy?
That's fucked up.
I know.
That's fucked up.
So,
but it's kind of man, it's the Wild West, dude.
But we're seeing more consolidation on the AI front. I think there's going to be a little kind of
snapback.
Well, just hopping around
for sure.
The bigs are paying a lot of money. There's obviously a talent crunch here in terms of the core contributors to some of these models.
Yeah.
And they're all being snapped up for just outrageous salaries now.
That's ridiculous. But also it's is it? And also it's I guess I don't know enough of what goes on under the hood at an AI company to know, is that person's knowledge and expertise really that valuable?
It's a good question. We should ask AI.
We should.
Ask Grok.
Ask Grok. And be like, Hitler is a very good coder. Oh my God, stop it.
Stop it.
God damn it.
Love Grok.
I thought it was a left turn. No, God damn it, get out of my Tesla. That's so interesting.
So it's obviously the engineers are prized at this point. So, but can we talk about your last story just for 2 seconds?
Which one?
The nude bowling. What's that all about?
Real quick. Hey, you want to bowl in the nude in Pennsylvania? There's an event coming up for you. I just love this idea. First off, so. Essentially, there's a group called, hold please, it's called the Pittsburgh Area Naturalists are hosting a nude bowling event called Balls Out Bowling.
Good marketing, people.
Good marketing, people. It's going to be not fully nude because, of course, there will be bowling shoes.
Just balls.
And women are allowed. First off, you have to be nude to go to the event. No photos or videos, please. Thank you very much. Women have the option to wear underwear, not bras, but like panties, which is nice of them, I guess.
Dudes wear underwear?
Dudes cannot. It's called balls out bowling for a reason. You have to be 18 years or older to bowl. And it is a $30 ticket, which includes 4 hours of unlimited bowling plus shoes. That's actually pretty cheap.
It's a good deal.
For bowling, that's pretty cheap.
Yeah.
I never got the nudist thing.
Have you ever done nude beach?
I've been to nude beaches. I've not
Nude?
been nude.
You're clothed in a nude beach?
So there was a beach in San Diego called Black's Beach, and it was good surf. It was a also nude beach, so like you could be nude if you wanted to, and we went a couple times, but it was not something I'm interested in. I'm not an exhibitionist. Are you? When you Netflix and chilled?
I've never done a nude beach. I'm not opposed to it, but I also just like, I don't know. There's something, even with the naked bowling, like, Mal, you've done this shit.
Yeah.
I knew I just had to kick it over the mouth. I just had to kick it over the mouth. Like,
Yeah.
how do you get comfortable with just your junk just dangling? Because when it's not like,
Yeah, it gets normalized pretty quickly. If everyone knew, if everyone is nude, it just feels normal, and it's not sexualized. It's not weird.
2 questions.
Yeah.
Very important, because I don't know.
2 follow-up
a
questions
thing
from
about
Kevin.
this. And you know about this stuff. You've done a few of the nude things, right?
Yeah.
Sorry, okay. 1, if you're a dude and you don't have anything on,
Yeah, it's called nude.
I feel like, do you ever just be like, I should be like half masked because I kind of want to like show a little? No, you don't care?
No, again, it gets normalized so quick of like, look, we're all nude. Like, you just get over this, like, I think initially there's like, hee hee, and then it's done. And you just happen to be nude, and it's normalized. And that's it.
When you talk,
Why?
Well, when you talk to somebody.
And is it hard? Because I would
That's
literally
what
just be
I
like,
was
boob,
gonna
boob, 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 boob.
Yes,
I
exactly.
can't handle myself.
So what happens if you walk up to a female, like Ron Burgundy style, and you're sitting there and you're holding a drink and you look down and you're like, oh.
Depends on the setting.
You're like,
that happened to you?
good morning, ladies. How are you?
Yeah, exactly.
Boobies.
Yeah, probably not cool, depending on the setting.
Not cool.
Like,
Yeah, no shit, not
Go
cool.
relax somewhere else.
Yeah. Just walk it off.
Just don't be a creep. Just
Yeah.
don't be a
Yeah,
creep.
but I feel like there's no way I could not be a creep in that situation. If I was in a
got
room
a
full of
point.
hot, naked chicks, I would just be like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do with my hands.
Yeah.
Like, I would just be like, and maybe it is just, that's going to happen for 5 minutes and then I'm going to get over
It's going
it.
to happen for 5 minutes. You're going to be
Interesting.
overwhelmed. You're going to be overstimulated. You're going to be overstimulated to the point where it's impossible to get Ron Burgundied.
Because people are going to be like, get away from that guy. He's overstimulated.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Those dogs that you see when they're like.
Yeah. You're like, put the lipstick away, sir.
I'm saying the opposite, where there's so much new going on, you will not get hard.
Oh, really?
There's so much what?
New going on.
Newness. There's like, you're overstimulated with like, this is not normal what's going on. As soon as you get over that, 1, just don't be a creep, and then 2, again, I don't know how to explain this. Like, it just it
Gets
becomes
normalized.
normal.
What is the point? And I don't mean that like derogatory. I mean like what?
Free.
So like what if it's not like I guess it's as like my lizard brain goes. If I'm in a room with naked ladies, why am I in a room with naked ladies if it's not something that I am like sexually excited about? If I'm not sexually excited about it, why don't we all put our clothes on?
I can give you.
You know what I mean?
I can give you two examples. One of my
Yeah.
favorite places is Saline Hot Springs in Death Valley.
Oh, hot springs makes sense.
Yeah,
Yeah,
hot springs. Like it's weird
It's a bath.
to wear swim trunks in a hot spring. It's
Yeah.
just weird.
Yeah.
The second example is there is a Russian bathhouse, co-ed bathhouse in San Francisco, where everyone has to go through the nude portion to get to the bar. Everyone wears robes in the bar. But there's something really nice about like no one's peacocking like a certain attire or anything. No one has their phones. Everyone is just like at this equal level.
Is that Archimedes?
Archimedes? Mine.
Yeah, this is great.
Yeah.
A few times.
What happened to not doing nude stuff, Kevin?
I've never been.
Wait a minute, Archimedes? Oh, I've been nude many times publicly there.
First of all, they don't make you get nude.
They do on certain.
They do on Sundays.
Right.
Hey.
No, it's not mandatory. But this is the thing. It's so.
Oh, it's not mandatory.
It's so normalized. You're the weirdo if you're not nude at certain hours.
Yeah, maybe at certain hours. I mean, I was just in there in swim trunks and I like sit in the hot. I didn't go up to the bar. I was like sitting in the hot area.
Yeah.
Which is downstairs.
Oh, good.
Yeah, no, I think the first time I went there, I was like, I'm going to go in my swim trunks. That's weird. But as soon as I was
I
in
hear
there,
you. I've
I was
been there a
like,
couple times with naked people.
I am the weirdo now. By
Yeah, I
not
know what you
being
mean.
nude.
Yeah, I should probably go naked next time. I'm fine with it. I'm fine with it. Like, I just don't. I'm like you. I'm like, why?
I don't really
Which-
even.
I'm not an exhibitionist, but
Oh, yeah,
there's a
interesting.
comfort in that too.
Huh. Yeah, I'm not, like, I don't even, like, I'm not nude often in
You said
just
you
my
sleep
day to
naked
day.
at home.
Oh, yeah, every night.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot. I guess,
I'll
I
tell
guess
you what,
that's,
though.
but I'm covered.
With your
covered.
covers.
Right, they're literally called covers.
Yeah, that's fair.
Bowling.
Thank
naked,
you.
That's
Bowling? Yeah, no.
Nah.
I feel like I would
do
hurt
that.
myself. I feel like somehow something would be squished.
Yeah.
And I don't want that.
I don't know. I feel like bowling would be a hell of a lot of fun.
I feel like you're, all right, I'm gonna
Like,
paint the picture. I'm
cosmic
gonna paint the
bowling.
picture. I'm gonna paint the picture. You ready?
Yeah.
You're up.
Yeah.
Or you're not up. You just went, you sit down, you got your beer, you lean back. It's time for me to go.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Think about what you would see
Yeah, 'cause I'm
in my
sitting here,
backsplash,
And all I'm seeing is your crack.
crack,
The whole
nuts,
time. Yeah, and your ass
the
is probably
whole
hairy.
moist areas.
Yeah, that's fair. All right, never
I'm
mind.
just
I'm
saying.
out. I'm out. But Pennsylvania, keep rocking it. Glad we got to that story.
You know what? Me too, Kevin. Thank you for that.
I'm gonna go
appreciate
Netflix
it.
and chill now.
Oh God.
Oh my god. Until
All
next
right.
time.
Domo arigato, Mr. Roboto.